here. Is there an echo or is that just me hearing that? We're good? Okay. My mom would kill me if I didn't say I am Jewish, Eric. I am actually half Jewish. My mom's favorite movies are Holocaust films. She only watches Holocaust films. It's her favorite genre on Netflix. We try to watch other films. She says no. She goes to sleep 10 minutes into the movie. I watch the whole thing alone and I'm very depressed at the end. And then at the end I go, you were sleeping. And she says, no, I wasn't, because no one will ever admit to being asleep during a movie, ever. And I say, fine, what was the movie about? And she goes, well, it was very sad, which is always a winner. You can always say that at the end of one of those. She's always correct. We have been watching a lot of movies during quarantine, obviously. My husband and I have been watching a lot of documentaries about cults. There's a lot of good ones, right? And the truth is, most cult members are women. That's just what it is, right? People think the reason women are attracted to cult leaders is that they are powerful. That is not what it is. What women like in a cult leader is his ability to organize a full day's worth of activities. We love that. I mean, they tell you what to wear and everything. It's great. There was another movie that came out we were thinking about seeing called What Men Want. If you're familiar with Mel Gibson movie, What Women Want, this is just the opposite, right? And this one, main character is someone honking a horn. Is that a new heckle? Is that the new tomato at the screen? Someone's just gonna. So in What Men Want, the main woman, she can hear people's thoughts. Woman who can hear what men are thinking. That's what the movie's about, you guys. I haven't seen it, but I assume it's a horror film. I don't want to know what men are thinking. Are you kidding me? Just based on what you guys say. I mean, I mean, whatever that man's thinking sounds like a horn for some reason. And that's, I mean, I assume that's just what men think when they see boobs. It's just a horn. I don't ever want to hear what a man's thinking. Like, just think about this, ladies. Next time a man says something creepy to you, there was a rough draft of that. You don't want to know what it is. I am married. It took my husband almost 8 years to propose. That was my fault, to be honest with you. It's because for so long, he had no fear of losing me, right? Because I would tell him every day how he was the only one for me, how much I loved him. He had no fear of losing me. So that's why so what I did towards the end before he proposed was just once a week, I would just take a phone call outside just to keep him on his toes. You know what I mean? There was nobody on the phone. It was my mom. She wanted to know what Holocaust movie we were going to watch next. People have a lot of marriage advice for you when you first get married, and a lot of people want to tell you how to keep your sex life exciting. Most of that advice is basically just about having sex with someone who's not your spouse. It's just like role play and the costumes and the glory holes so you can't see the spouse. You know, it's basically about just not having sex with your spouse. This one friend gave me advice. He's like, this is what my wife and I do to keep things exciting. Every so often we meet at some hotel location we've never been to. We come up with entire fake identities. We wear wigs, we wear costumes. We act like we've never met each other before. We hit it off. We get a room, we go upstairs, and then my wife turns around and then someone else comes in and I fuck them instead. Oh, okay. If you pay close attention, that's what the advice is. My husband and I, it was a lot to adapt when we first moved in together, because he's a minimalist, right? When I met him, he had like a mattress and a couch, and I love things. I just love them. Put me in a Ross, I'm there for 8 hours. I'm just like obsessed, with things. So when we moved in together, it was a challenge, and I brought something home one day. He doesn't like when I bring things home. He gets nervous. He found it. He's like, Julia, what is this? Julia, this is way too feminine. I was like, it's a second chair. I just thought we could eat together finally, if that's not too feminine for you. I know that's some pretty girly ass shit, but I thought we could do it. He's never, you're not supposed to keep score in marriage, but I have noticed that he has never once purchased toilet paper 8 years, people. I don't know if he thinks there's a toilet paper fairy that's been handling this from home to home that we've moved to together. He's never bought it. So last time we ran out was actually a morning that I was leaving for a 4-day girls trip. I was like, I'm not fixing this for him, the toilet paper. I'm going to a Marriott in Palm Desert. You got all the toilet paper you need. My husband has to fix this for himself. I come back, he is still not purchased toilet paper. I'm like, it's been 4 days. And he says, I just made do, and I never want to know what that means. I mean, the man struggles in there. He does something called every day he goes in the bathroom to do something called a rewipe. I don't know what's going on. I tried to get him to use baby wipes and he wouldn't use them. He's like, those are for babies. I'm not using those. So then I bought him a product called dude wipes, which are just baby wipes with the word dude in the front. He loves these. I just had to add the word dude. He keeps ordering them. That's it. I'm using this trick. I'm using this trick all the time. I got some dude accent pillows on the way right now. He's very excited about them. I'll have to wrap this up here in a second, but I do have to take care of my husband because he won't take care of his health. Men don't go to the doctor. When I met him, he had not been to the doctor in 8 years. And his role model is his friend who hasn't been to the doctor in 13 years. He loves that guy. He thinks he's the man, right? He will not, him and his friends play a drinking game where they go around and compete to see who has the worst symptom they're just not looking into whatsoever. One of them's like, hey, I had a tooth that hurt for 2 years, just fell out the other day. The other one goes, hey, I exclusively have diarrhea. And then that guy wins. He wins. He won. He wins. I have to make him go. He would. My husband would eat lactose, even though he's lactose intolerant. He would eat it before we met because he didn't think it was masculine to say he couldn't have it. And now when we go out, I have to order the dairy-free food and pretend it's for me. Okay. People say women in LA are difficult orders. We're ordering for our pansy-ass husbands. Okay. What's going on? Just say all this, and I'm going to get out of here now. I say all this because I read a study recently about how male widows, they remarry really fast after their wives die. Like within 2 years, most of them remarry. It's because they need someone to take care of them, right? I feel like when a man loses his wife, he feels lost. I feel like when a woman loses her husband, she feels retired. You guys, I'm on Instagram, and coupons. I put out videos all the time. Would love to keep in touch on there. Thank you so much.